Hello,
It's me.
No.
I've been reading all these books and never going outside.
It's cold. Hi, welcome to our home. I'm Mandy.
I'm Alana.
Today we're going to talk about our book haul for January. It's a little late, but it's a haul, so.
Haul. I got 11 books this month, which is high for me.
I got 13 books this month.
Again, high for both of us.
Yes, we don't normally get that many.
We live in Canada though, so in the winter we spend more money and read more books.
Yes.
Yeah. So we both got copies of Annihilation. We got this for book club for February. I've already read it. I don't know if she's gonna like it, but it's I don't know if I like it.
I'm like 80 pages in.
How you feel now is probably how you'll feel at the end.
So confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how
so
you'll feel.
it's not bad. It's good. I don't want to spoil it for her, but it's definitely worth a read if you like sci-fi, and it's kind of mystery-y, but it's heavier, I guess. It's all from a perspective of someone that if you don't like how she talks, you're not gonna click with the book.
There's a movie adaptation coming out for this with Natalie Portman.
And Oscar Isaac. My boy.
And Oscar Isaac.
Another one we both got, Depression and Other Magic Tricks, which is a Canadian poet named Sabrina. Some beautiful poems in here. I definitely recommend it. You might not like all of them, but I think with poetry that's kind of the point.
I think some are easily relatable and others maybe not so much. I got Get in Trouble by Kelly Link. It's just a group of short stories that are kind of dark and hilarious, so.
Next, I got Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. I know everybody's been reading this. The Love Child of John Green and Rainbow Rowell is written on the front here, and I have to agree. If you like both those authors, I think you'll like this. LGBT, coming of age, contemporary. Really nice. I read this one already, and it was really good.
Next, I have The Archive by Victoria Schwab. Mostly, I just love this author, and the only thing I really wanted to know going in, it says, where the dead rest on shelves like books, and that just sounds super interesting.
Last one I got and also read is Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Two of my favorite genres kind of is love that maybe shouldn't work but it does, and then historical fiction. We're going to talk about this in a future video because she read the audiobook or listened to the audiobook.
Next, I have Little Monsters by Kara Thomas. I saw this in the bookstore and just was kind of drawn to the cover, but then I read the synopsis and it's basically a thriller with this new girl in town and another girl goes missing, and I think she kind of gets pointed at as maybe a suspect, so it just sounded really interesting. And you don't see a lot of YA thrillers, so.
It's true. Next I have this big, thick boy. This is book 5 of the Crown of Midnight series.
Throne of Glass.
Throne of Glass. Every time. I can't really say anything without spoiling it, but book 5.
I got the novella called Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover. It takes place during Maybe Someday, which is my favorite of her books. And it follows Warren and Bridget during that time, and it just added a little bit more humor and a little bit more plot to kind of what was going on for them in the background. So that was kind of cool.
Mine is my next one. This is To All the Love.
Shake it out, shake it out, get it out.
Okay, I'm gonna just read it. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han is my next one. It's a contemporary love story recommended to me by Mandy about a main character who writes love letters that she doesn't mail, but then eventually they get mailed, and it's just like her learning of the repercussions, I guess, like the things that come from her mailing love letters that did not mean to be mailed. And I think that there's stuff on her family and
oh yeah, it's a cute family story.
Yeah,
with lovely sisters. I also got book 5 through 10 of Why the Last Man, which is basically what if all the men in the world died except for one man and a monkey that he is currently looking after, and just kind of what the women are like during this time. And it's like apocalyptic sci-fi. It's really good. I've read the first one and instantly knew I wanted to get the rest of them all.
I got The Red Queen, which is by Victoria Aveyard. This one I just saw on the shelf and I read the back, and it's exactly the genre I like, where it's royals and kind of historical, but this is more of a fantasy versus historical fiction. I brought it home and
I have it.
Yeah.
Also have not read it, but we will.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you got that one.
I thought I got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. We read Carry On for book club, and it was probably my favorite book of last year, or one of them. And I've heard that this one doesn't quite hold up once you've read Carry On. It's still an amazing book, but I just want more of that universe, so I'm excited that it's about the girl that writes the fanfic that is Carry On.
I might go back and reread that now that I've read Carry On. I think it might add more to it. I just want to like read it again, having not read it at all. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel
Empty
about
your
so
mind.
many books. Like, can I have amnesia and then yeah. Next up, I got A Discovery of Witches. This one I have no idea how I heard about, but I definitely heard about it from some book list or something, and I got it, and now that I've gotten it, I've heard a lot of people talking about it. Honestly, no idea what it is, except it's kind of an adult witches, vampires, whatever, and
I think there's a love story with a witch and a vampire.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's all I know.
We'll do these three all at once. Ah!
No, we won't.
I got books 2, 3, and 4 of the Series of Unfortunate Events. This is a series that I read as a kid. It was one of my favorite things. I think it's what got me into historical fiction because it's set very Victorian. It's very stylized, quirky. I love how he writes. And I've never owned the books. I've had the first one my whole life, and then I don't own the other 12. So I'm starting to collect them. I got these as a present from my mom. This one I actually got sent by a publisher. I didn't pay for this one. Our friend Jean put us on a publishing list, so about once a month I get sent something. They're not new books, but this one has a good rating on Goodreads. They sent me a little thing that goes with it just telling me what it's about, but it looks like it's based in like AI and robots and things like that, and it's kind of a sci-fi thriller from what it sounds like. I have not read it yet, but I'm definitely going to. A comic book, it's called Zodiac Star Force. We found this at a comic book sale. I think she just picked it up and she was like, this looks like your style. Totally is. Really bright colors, stylized, badass girls. Looks like a magical girl novel where they transform and things. So I got it and I'm hyped to read it.
Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. Again, we both love her. And we read This Savage Song last year for book club, so we were both very interested to carry on with, I guess, the last book in the series.
Yeah, the duology, so. Yeah. So that is it for what we got in the month of January. Like I said, this is a high amount for us, but we're hyped to read them. I've already read 4. I think you've already read 2, yeah. So we might be doing some book reviews on these. Let us know if any of these are on your to be read, or maybe you're adding them now. I know that we kind of just quickly went over them, but they all look like really good reads, so I'm excited for them.
Yeah. If you like this and want to see more, please comment, let us know the kinds of videos you want, and make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.
Bye.